how they talk to each other, and how to
actively
like
search out stuff.
yeah.
One dude
they
on
fucking
there,
talk about their kinks and shit in there.
one dude on there genuinely said he liked to go to the park. I'm not condoning this in any way, shape, or form, but these people should die.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer up.
Yeah, put a disclaimer up because
before this part,
he said he would actively go to a park and watch kids on the playground. And he told this other guy the way he picked who he wanted to go after.
It was disturbing, dude.
Was the one that looked the happiest.
And was having
because
the most
he
fun.
wanted to steal his joy.
No, he wanted to steal his soul.
Soul.
What he said.
And I thought, you no good piece of struggle to talk about shit when the camera's on.
The camera's
like,
been on.
Just had a fucking
the
break.
camera's. Shit, I was just wanting to be fucking the hardest motherfucker, and I wasn't.
Lollipop?
What's lollipop?
Hey, you hit the paper both times.
An hour before that, and he and the guy that I work with had already changed. He was in a fucking like jogger suit.
Railing the shit out of her. And when he gets done, he steps to the side and she goes, "That's a penis." I'm like, "Yes, it is. Pretty substantial one, too." Some bitches on.
I've watched it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have, too.
There's lots of fucking.
It'd been a while.
Yeah.
And I forgot how nice the Dragon Queen's fucking...
Oh.
Jesus. Jason Momoa, I know he never really actually fucked her. That lucky
But he should have.
That lucky son of a bitch had her grinding all over it. I was like, look out. The only thing I have issues with, here's what I have issues with on Game of Thrones.
Click the fucking button.
You already clicked the button, didn't you? Son of a bitch. So here's the issue I have with Game of Thrones. She's got pretty blonde hair. But she's got black fucking eyebrows. They should have done something with that, because I can't unsee it now. You know she's not a natural blonde. It's like
Yeah,
her
but can
eyebrows.
you say I'm a natural redhead though? Because my beard is red and my hair is lightly brown.
You don't have no fucking hair.
Well, the hair I got left.
My beard is red and my head is skin.
Well, that's like your beard's white, but your hair is brown.
Yeah, my beard used to be red. This is what you got to look
Yeah,
for.
but see, like you're not like for all the people who watch my TikTok video, I'm not really a true ginger. I don't think.
Yeah, you are.
Wait,
No, you're the other thing.
I'm technically black, but whatever.
So you should at least a couple of percentage.
Yeah.
You should do the ancestry and see. Dylan is 3% Nigerian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came from his mother's side.
Mm.
I only know that because it shows what side.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever done that because I don't want to fucking pay for it.
As my dad would say, she's got one in the woodpile.
But no, I don't think I've ever done that because every time I tried, it was like, oh, for like $150, you fucking can find out where you came from. I'm like, I know where I came from. They live here and they live here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about their great grandmama, but whatever. I don't fucking care about that.
I'm from my daddy's left nut. You know how I know? Because I ain't right.
Ooh, touche. I was like, wait a minute. Does he only have one too? He's like, I know which nut I'm from. Because he's only got one. He said I was a full load out of one.
I tell Everett that all the time. You're from my left nut. You ain't right.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm thinking we were talking about
Dragon
this.
Queen?
Well, I'm thinking about her now. We were talking about this shit before we turned it on, and it was an interesting
Though,
conversation.
that show is like the most up and down, boringest shit I've ever watched.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know what?
But-
you can
but-
talk all the shit you want to on
No,
it
it's
now,
not-
but
it's
I
not
can
a bad
clearly
show.
remember when it was still on that your ass was in a hurry to get home and get stuff ready because
I
you
didn't
guys
start
were
watching Game of Thrones until 6-8 months before the last season came out.
Yeah, but you guys watched it.
It's kinda
And
midget.
I only watched it because my ex-wife at the time and a guy that I used to be friends with at the time were talking about it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was off. It was in the wintertime and I was off work because of the weather.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I made myself watch it. And like season 1 and 2 were good. Then I like kind of like had its fall off for like a season or two, and then it kind of picked back up. And
I don't
it
know.
was
I
like-
just forgot how much I like Tyrion Lannister.
and then it was like up and down, fucking. And
I
then
do.
like I
liked
will
it,
say
little
the
midget.
ending of that show wasn't bad, but like the way they fucking ended that show was terrible.
Dude, Jon Snow had no clue. I didn't.
No.
I mean, I thought I did, but I didn't. That at the end, for people that haven't watched it, if you haven't watched it, you're just there's something wrong with you.
Years past its prime.
Yeah, but it's good.
It was one of those shows. I feel like they were just in a hurry to get it over with.
Probably there were
They're
eight.
just like,
What was
fuck
it?
it, we're
8 seasons?
Yeah, they're like, here, we're done.
Was
And they're-
Taylor Sheridan producing it too?
No.
He's gonna fuck it up at the end.
I mean, if he screws up Landman, I'm gonna lose my
God,
shit.
I'm gonna mail him a turd in a box.
Me too. Me too. I love that show.
Fuck.
Allie Larder.
He
She's
made
in love
lots
with
of
me and
money.
she doesn't know it.
Yeah, he got lots of money.
Lots of
Isn't he
money.
making other shit too?
Oh,
I know.
he made-
There was supposed to be one of the 4-6s, and isn't
There's
there
a-
another
there's a
Yellowstone?
new Yellowstone one
Right.
coming
Yeah,
out.
but
Yep.
that's the one with Casey in it. It's supposed to be a show about Casey.
Man, that's cool.
So, whatever.
So
Get rid
you.
of that damn Indian woman he's married to, and it might be worth it.
Oh God, why? She's hot.
Fuck Indians.
Oh, that got.
Dude, I'm part Indian, and I still don't like my people, okay?
My grandma was full blood Indian.
What the fuck did they do to you?
No kidding.
Oh, they gave me alcohol problems and just poor attitude.
Oh,
Well, from what I've been told, there's not much left to do on the fucking what the fuck you call it, reserve or whatever you call it. There's
Reservation.
not much left to do there, but smoke
didn't-
cigarettes and get drunk.
They didn't do
And it's
nothing
free.
Go to the
anyhow.
casino.
I found out though, you could fucking I don't know if it's 100% true, but I found out some people were going and like buying new cars and shit and going to the reservation, and then they couldn't come get them when you didn't pay for them because they're not allowed to do that.
Have you ever been on a reservation?
No.
It's a shithole.
It's the poorest community you ever go.
Yeah, but they're driving around in fucking brand new Duramaxes and shit.
That's
like,
because they live in a single wide that was built in '74.
Yeah,
what's wrong with the single wide built in '74?
I mean, the fact.
nothing
that
if you
not-
took care of it.
Yeah, nothing
Oh,
if you
it's-
weren't standing on the dirt.
It's
Well, we now
three-
know Tom's racist of his own
No,
people.
I am prejudiced and just don't fucking like them.
Well, okay, well,
Yeah, man.
this is why Tom doesn't go to casinos.
But that and I got bad luck.
Oh.
I mean, I did pretty good last time I was there. I went to the Royals game. Watched the Royals win. 11 freaking innings in. Like, dude, I was to the point. I was like, all right. I said, we probably ought to get up and start heading to the car so we can beat the traffic. Because it went 11 innings scoreless. And then the Red Sox scored on them. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I haven't been to the Royals game in over a year. And they're going to lose when I show up. And the people we were with are like, we're probably going to get out of here and beat the traffic. I was like, yeah, us too. So we stood up. We get up onto the pavilion there in outfield, start walking through, and the whole stadium blows up. And I'm like, shit. And I run up, sure shit. Because their new deal when in overtime, in extra innings, they start somebody on at second.
Oh yeah.
Salvi cranked one. I'm like, oh, shit. Look out. I'm like, just keep going. Just keep going. We can't stay now. We have to leave or they're not going to win. Sure shit. By the time we got to the car, they won 2-1. I was like, kick ass. And then I went to the casino and turned $40 into 140.
Mm.
I was like, this is great. I can go home happy. Ended up being a pretty good weekend. All the beer I drank at the game was free.
Was
The best.
actually free?
Yeah.
Because you won money.
Because
yeah.
I won money.
But you didn't. Yeah.
Watch your money. It was great.
Again.
Made sure to throw your beer can out in the Indian land. That way they cried, right?
No, they recycled it. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
I can tell you one place you should never go.
The reservation.
No. Crazy Horse in South Dakota.
Okay,
Because-
I need to correct that. I don't dislike all Indians, just some.
Oh, okay.
The ones that, oh, woe is me. Bullshit. You could have took the land back. It's fine. Whatever.
They did.
Well, they did.
They're
They got-
taking it back a casino.
No
at a time.
shit.
Right.
But no, we went to Crazy Horse,
Take 'em
and
a load of
they
fucking
don't.
blankets.
They still hold a grudge.
Oh yeah.
Like we went to Mount Rushmore, hung out.
Fuck
went,
yes,
we
they
went up
do.
to Sturgis, went riding the bikes everywhere, and we go to Crazy Horse because I wanted to see it. It's not done yet, but it's gonna be freaking cool. This dude was a dick at the gate. Like he didn't want you to come in, but he'd take your fucking money.
Your white was going to occupy his land.
Yeah, and I mean I get it. There's some bitter shit there because we were cocksuckers and took everything from them. I get it. But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but that's the same
y'all
thing
got
as the
casinos.
whole fucking. It's just like I saw a TikTok video of the dude that was like the guy that goes to like colleges and sits there. And a
Oh,
college
Charlie
student-
Charlie
yeah,
Kirk?
yeah, and this black guy asked him. He's like, "How do you feel about the whole reparation thing?" And he's like, "Well, here's the thing." He's like, "Did any of it affect you? And did any of it affect did we do anything?" He's like, "No." He's like, "So why should I have to give you money for something they did hundreds of years ago?"
True.
So it's like the same thing with the Indians. Yes, it happened to you. Was it the right way to do things? Probably fucking not.
They
Back
figured
then,
it out. Get
that's
a
how they
casino.
did shit. Look what Russia's doing. They're doing the same fucking thing to Ukraine. Like, we're gonna take your shit.
I
Yeah.
bet
I mean,
Ukraine opens a casino.
It's it's not fucking going the way they wanted it to.
Well, let's
But at the
just put
same time, like, we didn't do any of that, so why hate us?
and I wouldn't. I mean, I only own one person.
What?
Yeah, my
Huh?
kid. Actually, two.
You don't really
3.
own anybody.
No, but I'm saying that,
Three?
like,
How many kids?
I only have
He
claim.
has the titles to them. They just
Yeah,
don't listen.
I only have claim to 3 humans on this
I
planet.
don't think as being a
2
parent,
boys
you
and a
own
girl,
something.
and I don't own them. I've never owned anybody. Don't want to own anybody.
Yeah, this ain't the 50s when you get married.
No.
Good times.
I
Good
just like to
times.
take care of me and mine.
Whenever they'd make you a sandwich, when you said make a sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did see a TikTok video of a lady working at Subway.
should make
and
me
they
a
said-
sandwich.
I kind of got that, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Love you, honey.
He does. He does. He loves you a lot because all he says is, kind of thirsty. And then she shows up with a glass
A class?
of whatever. And then he says, kind of hungry. Yeah, look, fucking 5-course meal. God, I got a sweet tooth. Holy shit. You made 2 dozen fucking cookies? Why? Well, because you said you had a
She
sweet
made
tooth.
12 dozen.
I know. I
He's
saw
like,
him.
oh, he's like, oh, I really got a shit. She wipes my ass.
No, I mean,
No, we
that-
don't go that way.
But that's about the line.
Yeah.
If this motherfucker wants it, he does have the queen because she's like, okay, babe, I got it. Like, I don't know what happened.
When
I
you're
don't know what
throwing
I
down-
did
It's
to
not,
deserve.
it's not because you have a big dick, obviously.
I just know how to use it.
It's got to
He
be
said it's
something.
it's not because of the length and it's not
Because,
because of the
like-
size. It's that cute little way he's got to get on and off.
If Ohio lady's like sitting there and I'm like, man, you know, I could really like go for one of these, and she's like, go fucking get it, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't want it no more.
You know
I
what mine? You know what mine says? Oh, she says nothing
Yeah,
because there's nobody here but me. So I'm like, well, wait a minute, I'll go get it myself.
yeah.
I do make a mean sandwich though when I want one.
Oh hell yeah.
I cooked some badass burgers yesterday. Had the bun and all. Had some potato salad and some
Potatoes.
pasta salad, and I had a piece of cake.
You're fat.
I know. I gained 2 freaking pounds yesterday. I was like, wow, we're gonna have to really get back on the mix this week. It was not good. 2 fucking pounds in one day.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a lot. I never lost 2 pounds in one day, but I gained it very just quick. It was okay. It was for Dylan's birthday, so he turns 23 tomorrow. Makes me feel old as hell. So we cooked on a Blackstone, had cake. I didn't do ice cream. Got him some.
I fucked up and forgot to cover
Yes.
my grills last night.
You did? Oh no,
Yeah.
I recovered mine. so
It's
it
a
didn't
good
get
thing
all
that my
wet.
Blackstone has a lid.
Mine does too, but I
And
still
it's a
got a
good
cover
thing.
for
Well,
it.
yeah,
too.
I have a cover for it too. It's just I didn't think it was supposed to rain last night.
What do you mean you didn't think it was supposed to rain? There was 100% chance of severe storms all day yesterday, starting at dark. What
Okay,
part of-
first off,
How is that
all
all
day
day?
yesterday means from fucking sun
No,
up to sundown.
I mean, all day yesterday, you look on there, and
bro, do you
starting
know what
at
I
dark,
did all day
there's
yesterday?
100% chance.
You know what I did all day yesterday?
Masturbate.
I set up my computer and played the same game I've played hundreds, almost thousands of hours in.
Why?
Because there's
Don't
so
you ever
much
feel
shit
like
to do.
like your life is just dwindling away while you're staring at that screen?
No, I would have done any fucking absolute thing else as long as my kids would have had their shit done, but they didn't. So like they didn't. They said they spent all day cleaning their fucking rooms because they were a fucking disaster. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I sat there and played my fucking game.
I mowed the yard. I planted a bunch of flowers for my mom.
I didn't mow my yard because she said it was supposed to rain today, and I'm like, I hate that bullshit. And I'm the kind of guy where, you know, me and my neighbors are all on the same page. So like, if one mows, we all fucking mow. And with all this rain coming, like I was looking outside a bunch, and I'm like, ain't nobody fucking mowing, so we gonna wait till it rains.
If I was on the same page with my neighbors, I'd mow every day. Because those cows constantly eat.
Oh well, yeah.
And the goats, they constantly eat. And I'm like, you sons of bitches, fine. Your yard looks better than mine. I'll get it.
Yeah.
I mowed twice last week. Just because I screwed up and mowed Sunday.
Oh.
Before we did the podcast thing, or Friday, Sunday, shit. I don't know, whatever day. I mowed. Well, then Friday I got home and I was like, it's kind of tall. Guess I could do it before the weather hits.
We didn't record
I'm
last
just gonna-
weekend.
I know, but yeah,
You
we
were in
did.
the city, and No, he was in the city at the Royals game.
Was it?
And me and you were supposed to do something, but then I couldn't get someone to fill in for him.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
and then you ended up going to do something else. Or I did something else. I remember what the fuck it was, but
I don't-
I was just like, we're just not gonna do it because I saved that video for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't come home till fucking Sunday,
I don't remember. No, I
And,
came home Saturday.
and
'Cause
yeah, but then
we
he
came
had
home
something
Saturday
to
and
do
was there Saturday.
because
so-
I
you
don't
had to get
remember what
truck
I
parts
did.
or some shit, and then fucking
Well, that was during the week. What did I do last weekend?
I don't remember, but somebody had. Oh no, it was me. What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, it was you. You were the fun hater.
What did I have to do?
I
I had to do something, and then Sunday,
Oh no! Last Saturday's when I went and got that engine.
yeah, he went and got the
I
engine.
went and got the first engine for Everett's truck.
When did
And-
Mother? No, that wasn't Mother's
then
Day.
yeah,
Mother's
and then
Day was
Sunday was
it was
and then-
Mother's Day.
and then
That's
Sunday
what
was
it
Mother's Day,
was.
so we were just like, it ain't happening.
See, I already bought all the presents. I forgot about it now.
Yeah.
It's over. It's done with.
You know what's some bullshit about that? I went and bought a card with the other stuff, obviously.
A card.
No, like I bought her
That's
gifts,
real meaningful.
but like you know how you always get them a card.
No, never do.
Okay, well, fuck you. So like,
You know what I
you
got
have-
my
like
wife?
you know the small
This
cards are like
dick.
$8, $9 for the small cards. I got that big motherfucker for $3. It's literally over half the size of this table, and my kids thought it was cool as
Does
shit.
it play music?
No, but it was only $3. But the cute little normal like cards you get was like fucking $8.
You know, there's a program you can put on a computer. Since you're on it all the time, you can print off.
You
your
know
own
what?
damn
I don't
card.
even own a fucking printer.
But you could get one.
Because if
Then
I
you'd
own
never
a
have to buy a
printer,
car again.
yeah, let me go buy a $180 printer, or buy a $3 card
That'd pay for itself. later.
once a year.
You got
'Cause
eight.
you know
got like 8.
Because you know, for
9 to
Father's
10
Day, I don't
females.
get shit. So whatever.
Hey, I'm never ever going to say that. My kid is the best on the,
I
my
get,
oldest is
like-
the best on the planet. I cooked on a freaking Blackstone yesterday for his birthday. You know why I used it? Because he bought it for me for Father's Day.
Oh well, yeah.
Like I got the best kid on the planet when it comes to Father's Day.
My kids get
He
me
bought
like,
me a freaking gun last year.
the shitty part is they'll buy me like a blanket or something. You know, because I like to lay on the couch sometimes and just chill and watch TV. Or even when I sit at my desk and play my games, I wrap a blanket around my legs. You'd be surprised you sit in a chair so fucking long, your
He's
fucking
got
legs
an
go.
Afghan.
He does.
You can't tell me you fucking don't.
That's not an Afghan, but I got a
It-
big blanket.
Yeah, but like they always take my shit back. Or like Ashley
They
went
take your shit bag.
like they take
You
my
have a
blanket.
colostomy too? Oh,
And then was Citywide last weekend too?
Yes.
Yeah. Ashley went
I
and was
believe.
doing Citywide and checking shit out. She was like, "Babe, I bought you these sweatshirts." She wore them all week long. Like
Town-wide
you didn't
junk
even buy
sale.
them for me. You bought them because they're men's hoodies and they fit me. But you wear them. Like, what the fuck?
well, you're not going to wear them this time of year anyway.
No.
It's a little cool in the morning. You might.
Last week wasn't.
Wasn't the last week had a couple days in the morning that's kind of cool.
Friday.
Oh, like Tuesday, something like that. It was a little. I remember I rode the motorcycle to work and I had to put a hoodie on before I left.
Okay, riding a motorcycle and driving in a vehicle is two different things.
Fresh
And-
air, air
And
conditioning.
dude, you don't go to work till like fucking 9. How is it still cold
Bullshit.
by then?
We have to be there. We start at 7 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Government work.
I'd
Suck
leave
it.
my house at 4:30.
Yeah, I know. I get you
Sometimes he's sitting
Snapchat.
there, sometimes he's not. Just depends on the day, honestly. There's sometimes I get there and I'm like, oh, hey, look, Gouch was already working. And there's sometimes I drive by and I'm like, yeah, he's running behind. So,
I'm always there before 5.
but I drive by every
I'm
morning
still
and Dan's
sleeping.
still there.
Yeah.
I drive by every morning and Dan's still there.
Dan gets there at like 3:15. I think he has to smoke
Jesus.
a pack of cigarettes before he can go to work.
and and finish off the rest of his Busch Light case.
That is no shit. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw this out here. I don't know if this has ever been a problem for anybody else on the planet but me. So,
Erectile dysfunction.
oh no, I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
No, but Dan's an old dude.
He has erectile dysfunction.
He's
Dan
been through
drinks
some.
those-
He's
Dan-
been through some shit too. I
Dan
guarantee it.
drinks more beer than Dan drinks water.
I don't know. He drinks a lot of water. At work.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I'm going to tell you why. Because Dan goes in and uses the pisser in the bathroom there, the urinal, and he doesn't ever flush it. And whatever the hell Dan's drinking is so fucking bad. If you ever watch this, Dan, please flush that goddamn urinal. That the smell of an old man's piss is so fucking bad. I literally looked like Jackie Chan the other day because I flushed that cocksucker with my foot. Didn't even know I could get it that high. but I couldn't get close
You eat
to it.
asparagus.
I'm
and
like,
shit?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm
all,
like,
all
all
the
I wanted to
medication
do,
he's on, and plus
all
the
I
beer.
wanted to do was pee, and I can't even stand here. I went to the shitter to piss because it was smelled so bad at the urinal. I'm
Mm.
like, God,
You
he
need-
needs some H2O in his
You
life
need
or
one
some
of them
liquid
little
IV.
smell good cakes in there.
We got 3.
Maybe 4's the magic number.
God, I know. I think he's already tainted all of them. It was horrible, and yeah, I'm not even gonna go into detail, but just know it's bad. It's really fucking bad.
He's a dedicated guy though. He's there every day on the same
That's
fucking time.
That some bitch is there.
But he went to war and fucking.
Did he?
Yeah, he was
Was
in
he?
the service.
Was he okay?
Yeah, and then he fucking. Has he not told you any of them stories? Oh, he told me all kinds of shit. when we
No,
worked
all he's
together.
ever told me was he was trying to find a
Back
place
in
to
the
hide his
Yukon
wife's
Delta.
body.
Yeah.
Back in
Weekly.
the Yukon Delta dragging
Yeah.
gooks through the mud.
Yeah, him and his wife, like,
Back when they drank fucking hot beer in Vietnam, just
Oh.
fucking.
I think it's that generation.
Got
They
rid-
stay married just because there's nobody else they want to torment more. Like, they hate each other.
Have you ever met his wife?
No.
I have.
Is she a big old son of a bitch?
No.
Oh.
She's actually a super
just
nice
better
lady.
hope she never hears this.
I'm
She's
just-
actually a super nice lady because
I know she can
run
cook
into
like a
Wa-
motherfucker.
I run into her or I run into Dan at Walmart quite a bit.
Does she have more teeth than Dan?
Yes. And so like
I'm just trying to build a
the
picture.
first time I ran into him with his wife, she didn't talk much, but she was on the phone. And then the second time
So
I ran
she was
into
talking
him,
a lot, just not to you.
he came up to me and was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I mean, like I wasn't paying attention to him. They asked for my brother's phone number because his daughter wanted little Hookus to start mowing her yard again, and so she was with him, and she's like, she asked us how we knew each other, and I was like, I worked with him at Munitions, and she's like, oh, and then like she was super nice, and he was nice and shit, and I'm like, this is awkward, like. Usually older couples are like, and then she's like, okay, now we're gonna go do this, and he's like, okay, and he fucking followed right behind her, and I was like, I think, yeah, you a bitch.
I was gonna
Dan.
say maybe they
Like,
do love
Dan's
each
a
other,
bitch.
but I think they hate each other most of the time.
I think
Because he
I
always
think what
starts them
happens is that
conversations off
he-
about his wife with that fucking bitch, and I'm like,
Well,
whoa.
every time he talked to me like that about her, it was because like he retired from that job he had in the city for like 30 some fucking years, whatever it was. So he
Right.
retired, he got his check from it, and I think she knows how much money he got, and she likes to spend his money,
And he don't let her.
and he don't like to spend money.
He don't mind it on 30-pack every 2 days.
Yeah, but if I mean, would you? I mean,
I mean, I can think of a lot of things I'd rather spend money on than a 30-pack every
at
2
his
days.
age,
Yeah.
like what? Hookers and blow?
Yeah. Trash bag full of $100 bills and a hooker can keep a secret. Sounds great.
I feel like that'd be more. I feel like that'd be more expensive than fucking a 30-pack of Bush Light
That's
every
what
day.
I'm thinking.
But
She
Debbie-
come with an old shot of penicillin. And
Maybe.
She's a hospice nurse. She
Yeah.
cared about
I don't
people.
even think you can get those
She
anymore.
cared. She
A
cared.
shot of penicillin?
Yeah. Like the last time I went into the doctor when I had to get like a Z-Pack deal because I was fucking
Mhm.
severe sinus congestion shit. And I was like, can you just give me the shot they used to give me when I was younger? And they're like, we can't do that anymore.
Go to Kellenberger. They still do it.
I'm like, who?
You go to Kellenberger.
No, but I know people that do. You just
Oh.
go to
Who the fuck
Kellenberger
is
and get a shot.
Kellenberger?
Yeah.
He's that
He's a 112-year-old doctor.
Well,
he's-
that's just like
he,
that's
he
like
is technically a vet.
Yeah, but
he
I
is
mean,
a licensed veterinarian along with a people doctor.
he does
well,
good.
that's just like so. I used to go to Dr. Paris.
He's
And
one
he
of
got
them
let go because he had no problem giving you pain meds.
Well, that's,
Like he wouldn't even ask questions. You'd be like, dude, my fucking shoulder's been hurting for a few days. Here's your script of hydro, and you're like, I mean, like, but he
that's what
but he
Kellenberger,
also
you
got
walk in-
trouble for it.
You walk in and tell Kellenberger you don't feel good. He goes, bend over.
What?
They just give you a shot of steroids in the ass, send you on your way.
Yeah.
You're eating the paint off the walls the next day. You're like, fuck, I feel great.
Yeah.
You're probably still sick, but you don't care. No,
That's because it's the myth.
They forgot me in the office one night. I used to go to him.
at Kellenberger's.
Yes. I was sitting in there in the little room, waiting, and wait, sure to get quiet. And I opened my door and said, hello. And that gal poked around and said, oh, you're still here.
Said, yeah, lady.
Hi.
My mama's waiting on me.
It's getting dark, and I'm scared of the dark.
That doesn't surprise me about you.
Scared of the dark?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I'm not scared of the dark. There can't possibly be anything in the dark that's more twisted than me, so don't worry about
I've told you how I sleep. Really, something in the dark needs to be scared of what they're going to see.
No, yeah.
it. Coming at him cock swinging.
Well, little wiggle.
Yeah. It twitches when I walk.
So let's talk about these now that we're fucking squirreled out all kinds of shit. Let's talk about these pouches.
What,
So
these?
you got them. You got them. This is the first one. The one I got in is the first one I've ever tried.
So the only reason why I got them is because when we were at we did Easter with my grandma, and my
Mhm.
cousin Nick was like, I quit vaping. And I said, oh, okay, how's that working out for you? He's like, well, I went to the pouches. I'm like, whatever, it's 50-50.
I do the same.
Yeah, but easier on your lungs, harder on your lip. But
I mean, my lip loves them.
and so I said, so he had the Zins, obviously.
Yeah, I can't do them.
And if I needed one like in a pinch or something, I would. I mean, like I'd be like,
they just
yeah.
don't last.
No, and it's a waste of fucking money for
I
sure.
need a half a can to get anything out of them.
And so he's like, have you heard of the new ones? Because he asked which ones I use, and I showed him the Rogues.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, they're called Velo or something like that. I was like, oh. So when I was in Kansas City the other day, they didn't have any of the Rogues. Well, they didn't have any of the peppermint or the fucking wintergreen and the 6%.
Wait a minute, I've never had
And I'm not a fan of the spearmint ones. Like, they're not my favorite ones.
No, I don't either.
Or the citrus. You just gotta fucking move on. Like, it's fine.
He just ignores me now. But I was thinking about it. I was like, I've had the wintergreen, but I've never had the wintergreen.
And so
I haven't tried them.
I seen they had these at Quick Trip, and so I bought this can.
I will say they're good.
And
Or this one I got in.
whenever I got home, or whenever, so it was yesterday. I had to go. The post office donated like 1,100 pounds of food to the Beacon, so
Good
I had to go
Lord.
help
Gee,
them.
Manice.
I had to go help them get it from the post office. What?
Hold on just a second. Where the fuck does a post office get 1,100 pounds?
So they did a thing where if you wanted to donate food to the Beacon, you put it on your porch in a bag, and the postman picked it up and took it back to the post office.
Well, that's freaking cool. Good on you for that
Yeah,
shit. That's
and
cool.
so I had to go help them get it from the post office to the Beacon, unload it, everything like that.
Well, that's cool.
Well, we went to my grandma's because she's like, "Can you come to my house?" And I had to move a couple totes and shit for her, and I was like, "Yeah, fine." Well, my dad gave my grandpa his original Traeger, the smaller one.
Yeah.
And it's set in the same spot, covered up for 2 fucking years. And so I told my grandma, I was like, I'm taking that Traeger. And she's like, okay. And she's like, what you can do with it? I was like, I'm taking it to Nick's house. Because I gave him my Blackstone. I was like, I'm taking it to Nick's house. When I went to Nick's house, and he was like, how the fuck did you get this? I was like, I took it. He was like, how do you do what you do? And I'm like, I just tell people, you ain't fucking using it, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Hey,
And-
since you're saying that, just say I'm taking it one time.
I'm taking it.
Good. There's a shitty ass jacuzzi sitting on the back patio that needs a pump, and it's in my way. You said you were taking it, so I'll expect that gone within the next 2 or 3 days.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's fine.
If
I'll,
you would like it.
Tom, I need you to stop by Munis tomorrow since I'll be at work. I
Tannerite?
need you to get some tannerite. Well, right where it sits, it's gonna explode.
No, that's too close to the house.
I don't give a flying fuck. You said I had to take it. You didn't say how or what I couldn't do in the
We
process.
need some assembly required.
Some,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some fiberglass repair
Yeah, we're
required.
gonna do a whole reconstructive fucking way of this.
Speaking of which, though, we need to do that.
I know.
The
I
hot
want,
tub,
I
okay.
want that thing gone.
Okay.
Like it's in the way. It takes up.
It's fiberglass.
Yeah, it takes
You
up.
think it
it's-
would float?
Yeah. Make a boat out of it.
No, no, you
Make a
just
jacuzzi
I got a
boat.
trolling motor.
God dang. Fill that bitch full of cold water and ice and maybe some beer, and we could do the cold water plunge while we're cruising around fishing.
I was just gonna say we could just send it on its merry way, and Goucher shoot a flaming arrow and just go. But whatever. So back to my story.
Yes.
And so I stopped by his house,
See, that was.
and I was like, "Hey, I tried your pouches, and they're not bad." And he's just like, "Yeah," and pulled his out, and they were the wintergreen ones. And I was like, "Oh yeah, you got them too? You like them?" He's just like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know, they're cheap." Like, what do you mean cheap? And he's like, "Yeah, if you go in there and you buy 2 cans at a time, it knocks them down to like $1 or something a can." And he's like, "And you can buy a whole roll for like $6 to $7." And I was like, "What?" So Ashley's like, "Fuck."
"Fuck's sake!"
And so I went to the 6th Street
No
gas
way.
station, but you gotta use but you gotta use your kickback card. So I went in there and told the guy, and he rings him up, and then like just a roll was like 16 something. I was like, that's not right. He was like, oh yeah, you gotta do them fucking 2 at a time. Like you gotta scan 2, and then you gotta do the thing, and yada yada yada. And I was like, okay. So we did it, and I bought a roll of these and a roll of the wintergreen ones.
Are the wintergreen good as
Yes.
the rogues?
I can honestly say nothing's as good as the Rogues.
I know.
Nothing
I love that.
is.
I love that.
But the fact
flavor.
that you can get a fucking roll of these for a can of these,
These are pretty damn good.
Yeah,
What are
but
these?
you-
Peppermint?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of them.
But you can get a roll of these for the price of maybe 1 or 2 of these. Now, whenever they have these on sale for their $3 or whatever they are, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
they're I'll buy a couple cans
Me
then.
too.
But you can get a whole fucking six cans for the price of one of these. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well try them.
Yeah.
And so I bought 2 fucking rolls of them. I mean, and I can honestly say with these, maybe because they're 9%, I don't use my vape nowhere near as much as I used to.
Yeah, you're getting that head rush
But-
off of them.
Yeah.
But think if you just quit altogether, how happy you would be.
I'd be fucking depressed.
Man, you're really a Debbie Downer today.
I know.
Because if
you
I
said that out loud and
because like if I stopped,
genuinely meant it, didn't you?
that's like my grandma told me the other
Nobody's
day
got
that I
time for
needed to.
quitters.
That's like my grandma was like, you should stop drinking like energy drinks and you should stop doing nicotine. And I was like, then I'm just gonna become a raging alcoholic like Tom. And she's like,
I'm not
"Oh,
a raging alcoholic
not
anymore.
anymore. You had a surgery on your heart, Tom. It's coming back in the future."
No, it's not.
$20 says, because $20 is $20. But,
It's not.
you know,
It's not.
Sometimes it tastes like poop.
just wait.
It really does. It really does. Regular beer anymore.
It really
tastes
does.
fucking
We sat on the
horrible.
porch outside. He drank half of RC and goes, "Do I got any teas in there?"
It's tea.
It's
I
like
mean,
it's not even been a
these-
long weekend.
It has been yes, it has. 2 graduations and a long week at work.
You didn't have to go. Just shit your
Yes, I-
pants and you'd have stayed home. That's the funny thing. I saw a TikTok about that and said,
Are you
if you're
tired
just
of being at
having
work?
are you tired of being at work? Just shit your pants.
You don't know the bunch I work with. They wouldn't take me back to the
No, but
truck.
like the graduation, you just shit yourself and tell your wife your stomach really hurts. She's not gonna make you go.
And not
See,
even
it's
me.
not her I'm scared of.
Well, then tell your niece that you're shitting yourself, and then send her a picture of what happened.
Oh.
I did see a
you've never
TikTok
met
this
my
morning.
niece.
I did see a TikTok this morning that said, "You want to know how it's allergy season?" And it's this lady on the edge of the bathtub, and she sneezes and shits all over the shower.
God.
And I was like, "I feel that, bud. I feel that."
I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was this probably 1,900 pound bull, and he's laying down, and he gets up. I mean, talking beautiful, looked like a beef master, saying great big son of a bitch, and he
It
gets
tastes
up,
delicious.
and as his front feet stand up, you know how them big old bulls will stretch, and they do get that nice arch in their back, tail
He
pushed
just
up,
shits.
beautiful, and he goes, and then you see a big old shot of shit go out his ass, and this guy goes, "Well, that wasn't what I was trying to get on video," and he does it again, and I'm like, "That's awesome."
Okay, so I've been thinking about this. I didn't say anything to you two about it. I've been thinking about it all week long. Well, since I've been watching these videos.
You and 99 people are not kicking the gorillas.
No,
But
no.
anyway.
God,
I'm
here
way
we
the
go
fuck
again.
over that fucking subject.
Right.
So, for the last, I don't know, 30 minutes of this episode, I want to do like a reaction talk about fucking thing.
Oh shit.
Okay. One, it all revolves around Shawn Ryan.
Okay.
So,
Ha, we know
one,
where
we
you're
are going to talk about the Tim Tebow thing, and you can shit talk his voice all you want to.
I-
Two, I want to talk about the
Mhm. I know which way. I know where you're going.
the unsubscribe thing, which we can talk about that just a little bit because it all kind of ties together.
Right.
And then three, after watching, or not watching, because at work I just turn them on my ears. The episode about the whole fucking dude that was an atheist and yada yada yada. So those three things.
Mhm.
We can start with the Tim Tebow thing because that's fucking concerning, but it ties into the
Yeah.
unsubscribe fucking deal.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to Tim Tebow for doing what he does.
Oh, for sure.
I want to give a shout out to Adam LaRoche for doing what it's kind of the same shit. They go rescue these kids and do
Yeah.
all the sex trafficking shit.
Yeah.
That shit's you got professional athletes that are doing better jobs than the fucking government is, which is disturbing to
shit.
me.
True.
But the fucking numbers behind what Tim Tebow was saying about what's going on in the United States.
And if they haven't watched the episode, you need to go watch the episode.
I'm gonna tag because Shawn Ryan says to tag him in your videos when you talk about his stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll put the episodes up on the to where it flashes and you can see the episodes, so you can see the pictures if you don't know who fucking Tim Tebow is or who we're talking about. But so that one,
When they
and
showed that
the-
map,
oh fuck,
and
It was
it
like
was just in the
110
last 30.
it was like
days,
110,000 people in the
how-
United States.
Did you see? Did you make it that far into it?
No, I didn't.
So it
I
was a
know.
map that said that there was 110,000 men in the last 30 days have
Actively searched sex with underage kids.
in the United States of America. And the fucking sad part is, if you look at that map, almost over half of them are
From Kansas East.
from Kansas East.
Like
You would think like California, like, well, that's because all the
line-
Diddy party stuff
a
happened.
line
but,
through the Midwest,
sorry, I had
and
to
then
go there.
all the way to the East Coast was predominantly red, and
Yeah.
it was a red dot for every time
They had searched that or downloaded files.
somebody
off of
had
the internet.
searched or downloaded a file of sexually explicit stuff with a minor. And yes, from the Midwest west, there was a lot.
In that fucking deal, did you know there's a chat group that they have? It's in that same video they fucking talk about. There's a chat group designed and they all work together in there about, and I'm gonna have to fucking bleep this word out, pedos. I'm just gonna say pedos, but like
how
how they talk to each other and how to
actively
like
search out stuff.
yeah.
They
And
one
then
dude
they
on
fucking
there
talk about their kinks and shit in there.
one dude on there genuinely said he liked to go to the park. I'm not condoning this in any way, shape, or form, but these people should die.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer up.
Yeah, put a disclaimer up because
before this
he
part,
said he would actively go to a park and watch kids on the playground. And he told this other guy the way he picked who he wanted to go after
it was disturbing, dude,
was the one that looked the happiest
and was having
because
the
he
most fun.
wanted to steal his joy.
No, he wanted to steal his soul. Is what he said.
And I thought, you no good piece of. Yeah, it genuinely made me mad. You were lucky you didn't watch the whole thing. But let's talk about why you didn't watch the whole thing.
He doesn't know Tim Tebow. I've been watching.
I
Tim
just-
Tebow
I didn't know
since
Tim
college.
Tebow either.
You know, I am, as far as his religious views and all that, I am happy for him. I am glad he is in the position he is. I'm glad he's doing the
His
things he is
life
doing.
story was kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah, it
was.
was.
About how he
listening to
wasn't even
his-
supposed to live at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That was
Malnutrition.
It
yeah.
was amazing listening to it. My problem is I have trouble listening to somebody that the whole, and it's not just face just at him.
No.
It's when you listen to somebody the whole time, it just sounds like they're just gonna cry, and everything is woe is me.
You really do good.
And I just, it was so great, but God damn it, a motherfucker, shoot me now. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, no, I get
have
it.
stopped and turned that off 3 or 4 times. Like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some like death metal, some shit like this. Get my head right again.
And then I'll
I'm
come
gonna go
back.
watch the
I'm gonna come back.
raunchiest fucking porn I can.
See,
Anyways,
that's no.
3 midgets and a poodle. I don't fucking. It's
where'd the fucking poodle
Wow.
come from?
A poodle?
that's
Yeah.
what they ride in. It's like the
Oh.
horse.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Is it a shaved up poodle?
Probably
Maybe.
shaped to look like a horse.
That's what I'm thinking.
Airbrush
But-
painted.
I've
No,
seen
I,
some of those
I
really.
tried to watch it. I can't get. God damn, if they could put a voice changer on him, make him smile or make him sound like
But
the dude off of fucking. Oh God, what
Want
is
to play
it?
a game?
Saul,
That'll even fucking work. That
right?
would work.
But then I don't know. Did you watch any of that unsubscribe stuff about the stuff going on in Buffalo, New York?
About the school system?
Like about the whole school system
Yeah.
thing. So like it
Yeah,
all
the
fucking
whistleblower,
it all
dude.
like it all doesn't tie together, but it does. Well, he's just a cop.
Yeah,
It
but
does.
like-
Did you see
and that
one of
was
the,
after like
but
2
like-
episodes, and they went into the extra deal where he finally come out and had to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Did you see the latest update on that? So
I
they
don't
were
know if
talking
I
about
watched it or not.
different people who who were trying to brush shit under the rug and
Yeah.
make it not as bad as it was or whatever. Literally while they're recording it, because they set up an email and a hotline type deal that if you knew any information regarding that, you could send them an email to this generic email. And I wish I could think of the name of it, but I can't right off the top of my head. While they were recording it, they couldn't even make the shit up. The guy sent an email to that deal with one of the, I believe he was a principal or a vice principal's name.
Yeah.
And he said that they need to look into this dude. This dude was fired. All right. He's a principal or a vice principal, was fucking fired from another school for doing inappropriate shit with a student in a middle school.
Yeah.
And in order to just brush it under the rug, they just moved him to a different fucking school.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, people, really? Like, we can't even prosecute people like this. We just, we're gonna hide him. We're gonna get him moved to another school, and nobody will know his name.
That's the deal now, though. We just hide it. It doesn't fucking happen.
That's bullshit.
We're not gonna take-
And
we're not
the
gonna draw
crazy thing
attention to
is that
ourselves.
guy said a lot of the reason why you don't hear about any of this is because if you do, they cut your school's funding.
Yeah.
So that way principals and vice principals and staff don't get their raises, and they don't get all these paid days off, and they don't get funding for new things, and yada yada. Who fucking cares?
If you're
Like,
more worried about funding than the
I can
safety of the
promise
kids in
you,
your school, there's a
taking safer
problem.
care of my kids is going to concern whether it's life or death for fucking you if I find out what you did to my kid.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm just gonna say though, there's a reasoning behind this too, and it's directly pushed back on the government.
oh yeah,
They have created this by saying, all right, make out your budget. Here's your allotted spending for the year.
yeah.
Well, what they did was they created a demon when they said, if you don't use all this now,
You don't get
you
it.
don't get as much next year.
Yeah,
So these fucking people are all focused on money, and no matter what they've got to do, they're going to
Bourbon
spend
County
their.
Courthouse.
Oh, that's another subject.
Oh yeah, you know where we just paid
They're going to
damn
spend.
near 200,000 to a certain person because our fucking county commissioners didn't show up to defend themselves.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going
that's
on
just
there.
how the
Yeah,
government
look into
is,
that.
though.
Well,
into
we'll
that
talk
for
about
that
that here in a
law
little
study.
bit. I wondered. I just seen where there was a law.
But it's like
Our
any.
fucking taxes will go up again just to pay this.
Well, it's just like how any of it is. Like the government was like, you don't get it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Basically.
Yeah, and that don't
And-
use it, you lose it thing has caused
So much
serious
shit.
issues.
And the kids are suffering from it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Like the kids are fucking suffering from it.
It
And
all
like the
goes-
sad thing is, like, so for instance, like, I talked to my daughter's vice principal the other day about some shit that was going on. I can't talk about it.
Right.
But like, he's like, there's just nothing we can do about it. And it's like they're just trying to be like as calm as they can be, because if you make a fucking scene and it gets out there, you put their school on a map, and it's just like all of a sudden, oh no, this, we're gonna
Mhm.
we're gonna have to cut the middle school's funding by fucking so
Well,
much
quit
dollars.
worrying about your image and worry about my
Yeah.
kid.
Like,
That's what needs to be done. Worry
yes,
about our
do I
kids.
believe teachers and school people should get paid for what they? I mean, they
I-
should get paid good.
they should get paid more.
But
than
at
they
the
do.
same time, like, you can't be fucking doing what you're fucking doing and expect more out of it.
You know, most of the teachers, especially around here, are really good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
We have some really good teachers.
Yeah, we do. We have a pretty
But
good.
we also have a handful of really shitty fucking human beings
Yeah.
that I cannot stand to deal with.
yeah.
That just they're there just for a check.
Oh yeah.
That's it. And then when you confront the school about it, and like, well,
and you
you
wonder
know,
why
we'll
people are
talk
homeschooling
to
their kids.
'em.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
Yeah. I got one old bitch in particular I'd love to hold underwater till the bubbles stop.
I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's not because she dies, because she filled up with water, right?
Yeah, she was thirsty.
She just quit going. "Brrrr."
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. She
I'll
calmed
let her.
down.
I'll let her right back up.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah.
Mouse on a motorboat.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
But yeah, I didn't know if you guys were keeping up with those two things.
I have
But,
been
like,
keeping
or
up with
the-
that.
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
keeping
I
up with
mean,
that school system.
And the
thing
Tim
quite a
Tebow
bit.
episode, I thought was really good.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
was a great
was
episode.
Not just about that part, but he is really big into that. And that
No, I
fucking
like
deal
the-
he does, the
I really
whole
liked the information, everything he gave out. It was interesting.
the
more
whole
as far as I get
kings and
into it.
queens prom thing.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I've
the
never heard, I
VIP.
don't know if you got to that part. So basically, he throws a
don't
prom
remember.
every year for whichever churches want to sign up for it, and it's for special needs kids that don't get to go to prom. He throws them like their own prom, and he's like, I've never seen anybody happier in my entire life.
Yeah.
Of these kids that don't ever get to go because
Yeah.
like, they don't ever get asked or whatever, or their special needs. And he was like, he said what did that lady say? He said he was overseas, and they it's not just here, it's everywhere, it's the entire globe. And he said he flew in, and this lady after, like, because he was, he walks around into the back to see everything, not just to be in the middle and get all the fucking spotlight. But he's like, I stopped and watched. I just wanted to see them having their fame and their fun. And he's like,
Yeah.
did this mom come up and grab me? And he was like, what? I mean, like, he's like, hi. And she's like, you made my daughter's night. And it was because she couldn't walk on her own or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. And they had walked from their home to this thing, and it was like miles to get there because they didn't have transportation. They were a smaller deal there. And she's like, basically, you made my daughter feel like she is somebody in a whole world of nobodies,
Yeah.
And he's like, that just fucking got me. He
Yeah.
was like, it's the fact that I can make all these kids. And I was like, see, like, that's the cool thing about me. But the only time you hear about shit like professional athletes is when they fucking shoot somebody or they run them over in a fucking car.
Or when they kneel
fucking,
for the freaking national anthem.
I mean, but he's also the same fucking guy who got all the shit for whenever he scored that touchdown. He fucking kneeled and did this fucking thing, and the NFL threw a fucking fit about it.
Well, here's my deal too. And we're gonna talk about another episode just because you brought it up the other day when we were talking on the phone, and this ties right into it. No, we don't talk about a whole lot of religious stuff on here, but if you can't look at Tim Tebow's situation and believe in God, you can't look at any situation and not believe in God.
Yeah.
The fact that his game, that game that he was in, went into overtime,
Yeah.
and if it would have been a second longer or a different play or anything, all of the stats would have changed.
Everything was 316.
Everything was 316. He had the John 316 on his eyes. He
No,
threw.
that was in college.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was 316 days to the day from when he first caused it to go viral and everybody searched
No, it was
it.
3 years.
3 years,
Yeah.
6 or whatever.
Yeah, it was like
But
all
it was
those-
he threw
but
for
then he-
316 yards. It was 31.6 seconds, and it was this and that. Everything.
So he
added
held
up
the
to
ball. So
316.
Denver had the ball for 31.6 minutes. He threw for 316 yards. His average pass was 31.6 yards. His average run was 3.16 yards. Everything lined up.
Everything.
He's the only person
and
to
something
ever
to do with the overtime. The
break
time
the-
of the
yeah.
overtime was 3 minutes and 16 seconds or 31 whatever.
Yeah. And he's if you Google it, it's true. He basically broke Google twice.
Yeah.
In college and in the NFL
91 million people searched John 316
on both those days.
on both of those days.
And he holds basically it holds a record for how many times you've searched something. And it was the same thing twice, 3 years apart.
Mm.
And it was kind of crazy. But yeah, that was a pretty good deal. And then obviously the unsubscribe thing was, I mean, it was shitty to watch it, but it was like, I mean, to hear it, but it's like
It's good that they're getting
a
they're
platform
getting it
like
out
that
in-
that's
in the
getting it
public.
out there is good. And I don't even know if I know he went to Fox News.
Oh, he's been on several
Yeah,
now.
and
What's that guy's name? It's a something cop.
I don't, it pops up on my YouTube
Mine
all
too.
the fucking time.
The other one.
But he was
so
terrified to lose his job.
I had it because I just listened to it the other day.
Yeah.
so you on one of our episodes, if you go back and look on one of our episodes, we start talking about God, and this dude goes, "Well, give me proof. Give me proof.
Oh,
give me
yeah.
proof. Give me proof. Give me proof."
I did.
Yeah, so then he watched Shawn Ryan, and there's an episode where the guy was an agnostic, or his wife was an agnostic, and he was an atheist, and he is a super smart scientific doctor.
He was a journalist forever. I mean,
Journalist
he
and-
wrote for a paper for 15, 20 years.
and he literally set out to prove that Jesus didn't exist.
There was
he-
no actual evidence
Yeah.
anywhere on the planet that
He said there
stated
was
this
no
ever a thing.
evidence. Well, all he did was prove himself wrong. Because not only is there evidence, but there's extensive evidence.
Yeah.
Like outside of the Bible, there is scientific evidence that he was here and that he did what the Bible says he did, and that he did it exactly the way the Bible says it. And so now this dude is a preacher.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Okay, here's my take on this. I am religious. You know that.
Yeah.
Have been all my life. I don't believe that going to church is going to save you.
No, it won't.
No.
I
And
don't
he
believe
says that, I believe.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
90% of the stuff in the Bible is true because it has been manipulated by man for centuries.
Well, I
I think
wouldn't
there's a big chunk of it that's true.
He
That
says in that
10%,
video-
I think there's truth to it.
He says in that video
But-
something about how it take like in today's society, it takes a certain length of time to become a legend or somebody
Yeah.
that's like known about. He said he went back and did all this research and all this shit, and it didn't take years and decades after he died and everything and come back. And then he's like, it took days,
days.
and they were documented paperwork of all
There
this
was
days
documents
of it.
days
That's
And
what I'm
yeah.
saying. There's
here's
there's
where
a
you're
10% chunk in there. I believe that is 100% true. But over decades and decades and whatever you want to call it, there has been manipulation by man on kings, everything else. Let's put these books together because they didn't write a big book. They took books and accounts, put them together. This is going to be the Bible. I guarantee you, there's parts in there that people read me like, I don't
You're
like
a
this.
fucking liar. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I don't like this.
and see
This goes against everything that I want to be about. We're going to change this.
I don't think anything was changed.
Oh, I do.
I don't think it was manipulated.
I like turtles.
The way this guy explained it, what I think happened in some of the spots you're talking about. So like you get into different languages, and Hebrew, there's certain words that don't have an English translation. So they tried to translate it in the best way they could into a term that we could understand.
So you don't think that
And like
at
when it
some
went from
point,
Old Hebrew to New Hebrew, that changed a little bit because it was a different.
Then it
well, I
turned into.
understand
And then
a
when it went
confusion in the
from that to
translation.
Arabic, or from that to English, there were certain words, like you write out a sentence in one language, you can't write that exact sentence out in 7 different languages
Well,
because
God,
some of
could
those
you
words
imagine
aren't
trying
there.
to translate that shit into that
No.
whole,
Well,
no,
that's-
like
I-
into that one language that's like how the fuck do you know what that
3
means?
clicks and a hop. What
Yeah,
the-
like yeah, that means hello. What the fuck you mean?
No, I understand there's
Just
going to be a
saying.
difference in
That's a
translation
weird Bible to
here and
read.
there.
Right.
But I believe myself that at some point, because you know damn good and well, the King James version, King James order, all this shit, whatever. He's going to read this and go, wait a minute. This says I can't fuck my cousin. I don't believe that's true. I like my cousin. He's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and X that out.
He?
I'm spitballing here.
I
I,
know,
don't know.
But God, well, I mean,
and then
I-
2 kings later, sodomy is bad.
I mean, if the cousin
mean-
was hot, I'm kind of on board with you on certain aspects of that, but not a he.
Well, you never.
Like, couldn't you have just found the redheaded
there's
hot
some
chick
that,
cousin?
that shit.
I mean, come on.
They gotta be redheaded, motherfucker.
Why
We're our own
not?
breed.
I've been watching Game of Thrones, and it's got that little redhead on there that's
And
crazy hard.
I'm just saying, there are parts in there that I would. I'm not going to say I'm
I
going
can
to
honestly
bet on
say
the Bible.
I kind of
I'm not
agree
gonna
with
do
that
but
because there are
Yeah.
there's
parts
been
that
parts been changed to make others feel better about how they wanted it written and how this is going.
I can see where you're coming.
be-
Yeah,
I can see
because
where you're
I
coming
f-
from.
I feel like there's a lot of things in there you don't hear people talk about. You know, like if you go to a church or anybody talks about Bibles, there's like you can probably take a list of probably let's just say 50 verses from it, and everybody uses those 50. But then you're like asking certain questions about this, you're like, oh, that's not important. It's like, is that the shit that's a filler? I mean, like,
Well, it goes back to that, the kind of like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You
Mm.
can take one passage of scripture. This is the way I feel about it. I don't know that it's 100% true, but you can take one passage of scripture and you can take it to 7 different churches and ask the pastor of all 7 of those churches
and they're different.
how he feels about this passage of scripture and what it's trying to tell you. And I guarantee you, out of those 7, there's going to be at least 3 different interpretations of that particular passage of scripture.
I bet
You might-
7 different interpretations.
Maybe, but and you might have a couple of them that overlap where they pretty much deduce the same thing out of it. But for the most part, each person is going to interpret it different. And in my mind, I feel like the Bible is not, it's not set there to say, this is the way it is. This is the way you do it. This is what I'm saying.
My thing is, why
The Bible
is
it's
It's a study guide.
a manual. It's a
I'm
study
just saying,
guide
like, my thing
that
is, why
tells
isn't there
you.
just one?
Well, because like I said, there's
Well, what do you-
how
what do
many?
you-
There's
what do you got? You've got-
117 languages, I think, in the human
No,
race.
I get that part, and I understand, but like, here's
And I don't know if you've ever
Look-
read a King James version, but I'm here to
Yeah.
tell you right now. I grew up. My dad had always had a King James version Bible, and the these, thous, thuses, and those confuse the shit out of me. But then you get,
well, that's because you can't read.
Well, you
then you get the new. I can't.
You
You're
got New
actually-
King James.
but then you get
you
the
got
new NIV.
The NIV.
I like it
um,
because I can.
There's a shitload of different versions that if you read, you take one verse out of King James versus NIV or whatever version, the new versions, they are not the same. They
No.
translate stuff different.
They do.
So you can't sit there and say, well, this is what he meant. Well, no, this is what my church says he meant.
So even in like
know,
John
this-
3:16, for example, with Tebow.
I'm
So
more of
in
an
the King
Austin
James
316
version,
guy.
in the King James version, it says, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son,
He said
and whosoever
basically-
believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." That's exactly the way it's written in the King James version. You take a new NIV, and it says, "For God loved the world so much." Already, right there's different. Not for God so loved the world. It's for God loved the world so much. There's differences in the way it's literally written out. And all it, like I said, I'm not a scholar. I don't know any of that shit. Hell, I barely read. But it's all, each version I feel is just trying to help the reader get the most out of it and understand it.
Okay.
Google.
You're on your arm. What do you got?
Me?
Your Bible verse.
This too shall pass.
Where's that in the Bible?
I don't know that it's in the Bible. It's just
not.
something my grandmother used to say all the time.
But it is taken off a Bible verse.
Is it really?
Yes, it's taking off of Bible verses, Matthew 24:35 and Galatians 6:9. It is just a translation, basically, of what that's telling you.
See, that's crazy
And
because
that's-
I've had it.
that's
I've
it.
had it for. Well, I got it in 2014. I'm 47 years old. My grandmother said it my whole life.
Yeah.
Like that was her
Yeah,
thing.
that's like this one, but it's not in the Bible.
She's like, this too shall pass.
I mean, that's like
baby.
what my
It's
grandma used to
okay.
always say.
It's okay. Like, and all I ever took out of it was, as bad as it can get, and as bad as you can feel. Give it a little bit. Take a deep breath. Take a step back. It's gonna pass. It's gonna be. It may still hurt later, but it's still gonna be there.
That's just what I'm saying, though. Like that. Okay, that was their take on it.
Mhm.
That is happening.
What does it actually say, though?
I would have to look up that part. I just had to get the actual deal.
Because that's cool. I didn't realize
the
that
exact phrase "this too shall pass" is not found in the Bible, but the concept of temporary struggles and the promise of eventual glory is a recurring theme. Scriptures like Matthew 24:35 and Galatians 6:9 offer comfort and perspective in reminding believers of the fleeting nature of earthly trials and the enduring power of God's word and promises.
Huh.
You know, that's your basic summing it up of what it is. But
And how the
that's
fuck
happened
does
for
Google know
years.
this? It's not even real.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you another perfect example.
You know, it's
Just because I was raised in church, and the Lord's Prayer. If you go to it, and I was probably 30 years old before I ever actually seen it. You go to a Catholic church,
Fuck that.
it's completely different.
Sorry, nothing against Catholic people.
Oh, I mean,
But, like,
I think it's a
I
cult.
will
That's
say
why I
that
was
was the
standing sitting,
longest.
and I got bad knees.
That was the longest fucking funeral of my life.
Stand up, sit down, do a shot, kneel,
Mhm.
pray.
The
Yeah.
hokey pokey.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like I was doing
turn
a
your
lot.
neighbor in a circle.
Yeah.
I can't get on board with it. And the only issue, and if you're Catholic, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean because religion is good no matter what it is.
I know. I really want to go to that church.
I
I
mean,
really want to go.
kind of.
I'm like, look, this guy gets it.
But my
I mean, like-
my issue with the Catholic Church, and I've never talked about this on camera, but I'm going to go
Do you
ahead and
think
throw it
Google
out there, and you can
translate
hate
that?
me if you want.
I said, do you think Google could translate that if you went there?
Oh, probably.
You'd be like, Google, what's he saying? And then like she's like, oh, he told you to go fuck yourself. You're like, can you say that again? I need to write this down.
Three
my-
pops, 2 clicks.
My issue with the
You
Catholic
get-
Church is I feel like you're supposed to go talk to the priest. I feel like that's the way it pushes you with the confession and all that stuff. I'm sorry, but if I have an issue and I need to talk to God, I'm going to talk to God.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to a priest. I'm not going to talk to my neighbor. I mean, yes, it's
And it-
nice to have somebody to guide you and help you
That's it.
understand stuff
That
more.
is my
Dude, your neighbor's your
understanding of it.
mom. I wouldn't want to talk. No, I'm
Oh, my dad took me to more churches probably than most people have seen bars.
You know,
So-
that
no, I'm just saying. Like, he's like, I want to talk to my neighbor. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to my dad either. I mean, what are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
Yeah.
my perspective on the whole speaking to the priest and confessing your sins is you're not so much telling them for them to tell the Lord. You're talking to them to try to counsel you, to help you to figure your stuff out.
Yeah.
I don't believe that talking to another man is going to get me any closer to the Lord than it is me sitting in the middle of a field praying, asking, what can I do?
Yeah.
You know,
Dear
and
Stan.
I've been closer to
Dear Stan.
I've been closer to the Lord sitting in the middle of my field staring at that big pond.
Yeah.
Just what is going on?
Yeah.
It's just
You
I-
can't
I've
say
never
that
been
as
that
you're
close
pissing
a
in the
church.
pond, Tom.
You can.
You can't
You
be like,
can.
why?
You
can.
can.
Why is my life sucking? What happened here? I mean, like,
You can. I've asked him that several times. And I feel like at the end of the day,
you think he did that
the
shit on
dude's
purpose?
gotta have
Like, he made a mold for everybody, right? And he's like, I'm gonna pick 4 million people with just a small dick.
he's gotta
And
have
you're
a
like,
good
"Oh,
sense of
come on,
humor
man."
too.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude,
Oh,
when I get
I've
there,
been to Walmart at night. He has a sense of humor.
oh yeah, because those people don't even have a mirror in their house, and if they do, they don't use it because you clearly don't go into public looking.
Oh, I know. I saw this TikTok video. This guy had eye makeup on, but he had black lipstick on, and he was like, "Daddy's gonna get what Daddy wants," and that guy's just like, And I'm like, does this guy? What the fuck? Like,
Huh.
like you're
So-
the problem.
So if you can't tell, our religious conversations are even really messed up. But
Nah,
I mean,
it's just- I think it's just like an opinion. Everybody has their own. I mean, or like everybody
they're
has
like
their own
assholes.
opinion. Yeah.
Everybody's got one, and
Yeah.
they all smell bad.
But I mean, like everybody has their own belief. Everybody has their
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
opinion on the whole situation. Like,
Okay, so hear me out. Now that you say that,
fuck.
no, I mean, because I think about this kind of stuff all the time. So you got Islam,
Oh.
you got Buddhists,
It's not where I thought this was going.
you got all these different religions.
Uh-huh.
If you sit back and look at all of them, except for a couple of them that's got like multiple gods.
Like the Vikings.
Yeah, Valhalla and all that.
That would be a cool fucking idea.
But if you literally look back and step back and look at all of them, who's to say that they're not all talking about the same guy, but
That's
that their
very possible.
experiences were different with him, or
Yeah, but don't
that
some people
they're
believe in a woman, and then some believe in like that like 6-arm fucking goddess thing?
well, like I
and-
said, there's a couple of them that are a little questionable because they got multiples.
Yeah.
But like you look at certain ones, and they really overlap. Like they really have some of the same beliefs in this religion that they did in this religion.
Do you
and you're
think
like,
do you think they just took
what if you
the
call
main
him by a
religion?
different name?
Like they just took the main religion and then like we want to kind of tweak it to our own way.
I do think that.
And
I
then
do
like
think
so they're like
some
we're
of
gonna
them.
change it from being this guy that long hair, white, to like some fucking blue bitch with 6 arms and big titties. I mean, like that would be a cool religion. But but you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like the Indians was all the pharaoh fucking things. And
I
mean,
I
like,
think at the end of the day, all I can say about all of it is I've got a lot of questions,
oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
and I hope he is as forgiving and as patient as everything says he is, because
Do you
him
think
and
he
I are
has
going to
an-
sit on a rock for a very long time.
Do you think
Because
he
I
has
have a
an
very
accountant?
lot of questions. Either that, or I feel like when I get there, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to heaven. I know I am. But I have a feeling
I'm going to Vegas.
like when I get there, I hope it's like certain people I've talked to said. I hope when you get there, they said you'll just know. Like when you get there, you'll know. All these questions that you've had, he don't even have to tell you, you'll just know them. Like I'm ready for that. Because I get tired sometimes of going, all right, why is this happening? What the hell's going on? What did I do to deserve this? Dude, did I really do
Do you
something
think it's
bad
like
enough
walking
to deal
into a
with this?
fucking office? Like you walk into it, like you show up and it's a door and it says office, and you walk in and it's like a fucking DMV and it's like take a number.
No.
Yeah.
You
got a
gotta
guy in the
sit there and
corner.
wait for, and then you hear this person's story and you're like, God damn,
Yeah.
God damn.
You got a guy in the corner. You see my stapler?
I feel like
The fax machine's broke. The guy's hitting the printer. I mean,
honestly,
like,
to put it in a term that you would get,
he's in there smoking a Marlboro with a bush light. Like, get next.
I feel like this whole time and this whole life, we're downloading a game. This is in Cody terms. I feel like our life.
Downloading a game.
Hear me out. I feel like we're downloading a game right now, and when you get to heaven, it finally opens, and you're like, okay, I've got all the downloads now. I know everything. All the DLCs are uploaded,
I just
and you
assumed-
just know everything.
I just assumed it was because they cut the oxygen off for a hot minute in simulation and you couldn't fucking hallucinate. That's what it really is.
Now he's trying to take the pill.
Oh, bro, imagine it's like the Matrix and they just unplug your
That's
your
what I'm
fucking
saying.
cord. Like, what?
You've
That'd be
been
some
you've
cool
been
shit.
downloading shit this whole time. You unplug the cord and you just know. You're
Just like-
Morpheus all of a sudden.
Isn't there like a move? No, it's like fucking Avatar. You know how the dude goes from being a human to the thing, and like he's like out of it in there, but
The-
you're like
the
you're
blue
here.
monkey person.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden like you go back to your normal thing and you're already there. You're just having it's just your day job.
Yeah.
And this is a shitty day job.
I just want to know.
I'm just saying.
It's like
I
Severance.
guarantee you, when he got selected, he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This guy?" And you're like, "Yeah, that guy." And he was like, huh, "My wife's gonna hate me when this is over."
This
But it's
is-
like for him, it's like 15 minutes of work, and for me, it's like 80 some years of life.
Are
and
you
he
really
just
going to
doesn't-
make it 80?
And-
Come on.
no, but you know what I'm saying, like, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
he's
let's
like,
go into detail.
but he's
here.
like, like it's his 8-hour days, me, And then when he gets done, he's like, I gotta start smoking. And then he goes home.
I need it. He's like,
Pastor's
man,
been beating off in the corner for 30 minutes.
this guy,
He jacks
guy's
off every morning before work. Come on.
This guy is really testing my resolve. I can't wait for Friday to get here.
Yeah.
He goes home and has a beer and smokes a cigarette after your day.
He's the one. I don't know if you guys are familiar with computer terms, but he just gets tired of me at like 65 and just Alt F4s. That means you shut the program down on a computer.
Delete.
Yeah, so like
Control,
if you
Alt, delete.
no, that brings up the task manager.
Oh.
But if you do like, so if you
Well,
do
I
like,
think
so
he's got
if-
a couple of them too.
like if you're playing the game and you just hit Alt F4, it will hard shut down the game. So he's just finally like, I'm done. It's been 63 years. It's only been 6.5 hours. Alt F4, and I'm just dead.
You think that's it? That's it.
I cracked the code.
Nope. I just had an
Oh.
epiphany. That's
Oh,
it.
Shit.
What?
So he was in the process of making Cody speak, and he hit Alt F4.
Oh my fuck!
And that's why he said,
Why did this come fucking
stop.
back to
He
me?
fell asleep.
Okay,
on
You
the
brought it
snow.
up.
Speaking of-
You brought it
Okay,
up.
so
No.
speaking of
He
that,
got you. He got you on pronunciation.
He fell asleep. Head went down, hit the keyboard, and then went.
Spacebar.
Yeah.
That was it. He hit the fucking spacebar with his head.
speaking of that, so
We love
we've been
you.
playing
I just-
Destiny 2, right?
This
Me
shit pops
and
in.
Demon, and then Afro came back and started playing with us because all the shit. Well, he brought a friend of his. He's been playing Minecraft with.
Oh, he's got a friend, huh?
He's from Canada.
It's Canadian.
No, he actually sounds like we do. I mean, every once in a while
Oh.
you'll get that kind of
Oh,
like.
fuck.
He says, "Hey,
No, he doesn't say hey.
no, don't you know?"
But he really hates the Canadian government. But
Has he
whatever.
ever thrown out a "don't you know"?
No, I've tried. No, I've tried. But
I
like,
love that.
they do have some cool shit we don't have here up there.
Yeah, like Fruit Loops without
No,
bad
like,
shit in them.
no, like they got this like it's like a chocolate caramel covered payday thing, but
But it's full
not.
of weed.
No, but it's like not that. But he said he's gonna ship me some. I don't know. But and so
It's sure it's not a dog turd.
no, and so like me and him were playing yesterday, and I was in my kitchen.
You and the Canadian?
Yeah.
So you're
and-
friends with him now too.
Well, he's in my Discord server.
Oh, okay.
And so I was in the kitchen, and he's like, I was talking, and I got this because Afro was like, just so you know, Rusty has a stutter. Just getting it out there, just because like he's like,
Wow, that's fucked up when you got to prompt somebody on it.
Yeah, we prompt everybody for
he
you.
he did not want to like have him be like, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did it lag or whatever?
No.
And so I was in the kitchen, and what was I doing? Oh, I bought some of that fucking Tapatio mac and cheese. Don't eat it.
Really?
Well, don't eat the queso blanco kind. What did you look at the candy bar? What the fuck are you looking up over there?
Oh, wow, that was the Pornhub.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the candy bar I was talking
No.
about.
Oh
Oh.
no, I can't.
No, that's
What was
fine.
it called? The Canadian
Chocolate
poop
covered
bar?
payday.
No,
Looks
it's
like a baby Ruth with turds.
But and so I guess I was talking and I stuttered, and he was like, "Did you were you born with that, or was it like a trauma thing?"
See, it's
and I was like, as far as I know, it's
Is it a car milk?
I don't know.
Is with a Canadian candy bar?
Yeah,
And it was a chocolate caramel.
it was like a payday, but it was like covered in chocolate.
Oh.
But he was asking about it. And I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, I'm not making fun of you. And he was like, I'm autistic. And I'm like, oh, well, fucking shots fired. like,
damn, we're both on this spectrum too.
like I was about to be like, I'm gonna start saying some mean shit.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, it's his name's Nathan, and his online game is Saffron.
Was it an O. Henry?
Yes, yes.
Let me see.
He sang the
what they look
commercial,
like.
and we didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Oh, Henry.
And he
You
said,
can get them on Amazon.
Yeah.
I kind of want one.
It really does look fucking good.
he also said our beer's trash.
I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, here's the
Yeah.
deal. From now on, if that was to ever come up, that situation again, I need you to do me a favor.
I might just
if
fuck
he
up and bought a
says-
thing of O. Henry.
If somebody,
Bitch.
I just fucked up and bought.
I went
things.
to exit out and I think I hit buy now.
if anybody
Fuck.
ever asks you if you were born with it or if it was a trauma thing, from now on,
Yeah,
I need you to
cancel.
say I was choked
Fuck.
by an adult as a kid, and you can pick whoever you want, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, whatever. Just say I was choked really bad. And I suffered trauma to my throat. Like you can't just say I was
Okay.
born with it. That's
This
boring.
guy's trying to not buy
I
candy.
got it canceled.
Why?
He
We
clicked
could have
the buy.
tried them the
he
next
clicked-
episode.
He clicked the buy now button and not the cancel
I
button.
fucking love that. You should have just let it go. Were they
It's
expensive?
$84.
Oh God, if it was that much,
No,
then
I don't know how
back
much
off.
it is.
Look, he canceled it nice and go back and order
God
it again.
damn you.
Are they good? I mean,
How do I know if they're good?
no, I mean, are they expensive?
Let's see, $27.96
For how many?
I'm looking. Give
Because
me
we
a
gotta
minute.
figure tariffs.
Oh, fuck.
God. 32.64 ounces.
That sounds like a lot.
There. That's what she
Bro,
said.
did you know? Speaking of this shit, they can't buy this shit in Canada.
Yeah, they're so counterfeit up there. It's not even a fucking.
He
Country.
literally the last
It's like
time
a
he
loft
came to
apartment above a
like
kick-ass party.
the,
That's not a fucking country.
the last time he came to the States, he bought a roll. He calls them a log, by the way.
A log of Q.
He bought a roll of Copenhagen wintergreen and put it in his freezer. It's been in there for 3 years, and he doesn't want to open it because he doesn't want to go back and get more.
Oh my god.
So he's been chewing the shit that they get up
Yeah,
there.
they said cigarettes are like $17 a
What
pack.
is this? Here's a 24 count of O. Henry. What the fuck
Ooh,
is
those
that
look
say?
like dark chocolate. You don't want
Reese's peanut butter O. Henry. Avec burger. That's the French Canadians. For $16.95.
those. Poo poo.
That's
they look
fucking.
like turds.
That's French, dog.
Yeah, they're French Canadian.
This guy doesn't speak any sort of French at all.
Well, then
I
it's not
barely
from,
speak English.
it's not from. It's wee wee poo poo.
Oh,
That's all I
where's
got
it,
in French.
where's it coming from?
He just
Lowest price in 30 days.
Yeah, they
Oh,
must have bought
fuck
those
it.
before the tariffs.
Buy now.
You didn't get the dark
Some
chocolate,
bitch.
did you?
No, they're the Reese's peanut butter ones.
Well, shit, we just wanted the turd looking ones.
Well, motherfucker. Okay, cancel.
No, you buy them too.
No,
Just buy the
them
other.
too. I'm
Those
just-
are 4 for $12.
Is that cheaper?
That's about the size. That's about the price of a normal candy bar.
That's bullshit. I'm fat and I don't like
no,
to pay
there's
that
three of
much.
us. That's $4 a piece. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 4, 8, 12.
4
$12.
full-size chocolate candy.
4 full-size chocolate candy bars. That means we get all each get one, and we'll split the fourth one into 3.
You realize I got a fat kid at home. I love you, Everett.
You can't
But-
fucking tell him. This is research for the podcast.
The sad thing is they're gonna be delivered to his house, and Everett's
Yeah.
gonna smell chocolate.
Well, I'm delivered to mine.
Everett, what the fuck is that?
I smell Canadian candy. Be like, how do you know? I stuck my finger in its ass. I know where it's from.
That kid can hunt out a chocolate bar. Okay, this
Speaking
is.
of which,
oh,
we
wait
still-
a minute. O. Henry, 4 full-size chocolate bars.
mean, that-
232 grams, 8.18. It's a two pack.
It's a
Imported
two-
from Canada.
It's a 2-pound chocolate
It
bar.
does figure into it though. There's 3 of us and
Let's
Everett.
see,
Everett
buy
should get
now.
one. You're welcome. You're welcome,
It's
Everett.
$1.13 tax.
Damn. We're gonna need
You
you to
don't,
pay your
you don't
half.
have to order them. I'm just talking.
They're
about
fucking
price.
ordered. Shut
Oh,
up.
God damn
We're gonna
it.
try out Canadian chocolate on the next episode.
Ooh, what is this? Bite size O. Henry's.
Watch them be awful.
Big
Oh.
Turk mints. Let's just do this Canadian candy.
Okay, if you're ordering Canadian candy, what country am I ordering candy from? We're just gonna do this shit up right.
Baklava.
I'm gonna order candy. From
Oh, you want the
I'm a-
most Canadian fucking thing? Maple caramel.
Maple caramel.
Maple caramel.
I'm ordering candy from Africa.
Here's a Dare maple leaf cream cream whatever cream cookies. Classic Canadian.
All right, fuck it.
What do we want to order here?
I don't know. I'm just gonna
How to
Google.
go to Big Black Dicks?
I'm just gonna go to
I'm
the top
sorry.
fucking candy, the
Big-
best places to.
Big Turks. That is mints chocolate.
Well, that's better than
mints.
big turd.
That's $9.93 for a 6.3 ounce.
Y'all are just gonna have to
bag.
bear with us because
This
we got
is-
candy on
this
the brain
is-
now.
dumb.
Japan is known for its exotic candy flavors. Oh,
So you have all
hell
these
yeah.
There you
podcasts
go.
that try out all of
Japanese-
this different alcohol. We're gonna try out candy.
Japanese
Yeah.
candy. Here we go. Oh shit.
Here's one that says "Eat more."
A Shakira box. What the fuck?
A Shakira, order that bitch.
I've always wanted to
Look
eat
at this.
Shakira.
Oh, now look at this. My
That's a
wife just
charcuterie.
my wife just messaged me. Why are you ordering O. Henry chocolate bars in our Amazon cart?
It's a 40-piece DAGASHI box.
For the podcast.
He's calling it Shakira box. and it's
Blame.
fucking charcuterie board.
Hey,
Yeah,
dumbass,
sure.
look at that. It says it right there.
Oh, okay. Shut up.
Look at this. $30.
How about some house magic mushroom gummies?
Yes.
They're $22.
I mean,
I still need to order that
chocolates.
Japanese beer, don't I? That shit I drank in Houston. Can you order that shit?
Look, I can't even make that shit up. It's a candy.
Okay, I gotta stop. I forgot the wife gets an instant deal. With
Look.
what the fuck I've ordered.
This piece of shit. Come on. Work with me here.
Bro, Tom, that's a lot of candy for $28.
Oh,
it's
dude,
from Japan.
I got on there here a while back and ordered a 3-pound box of tongue scorchers.
Hey. Magic mushroom candy.
I got a feeling that's gonna get flagged coming into the country.
Got the munchies. This is called the Munchie Addict Box.
Munchie.
TRE.
Snacks from around the world.
House Magic
I mean, that'd be pretty
Mushroom
good.
Gummies. They're $24.99, or you can do
Get
4
the
easy-
Japan or UK box.
They're sour too.
Japan.
Bro, these are all normal candies that we came up with just in different flavors. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's probably
Probably.
like fish.
It's kind of like you order from
No,
like
like-
one of them countries. You can get a ketchup flavored Pringle.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants a ketchup flavored
Or
Pringle?
fish.
Fish and chips.
Shut up.
Tastes
Fish
like
and
a-
chips gummy snacks. There's tropical sour. Like I'm feeling
up
like
to
we need to
30
try some
freebies
magic
from our
mushroom.
Bro.
Dude, that would make for an interesting episode.
It's
for
an
us
ice
that-
cream
watching the
fucking Kit Kat
dinosaur.
bar. Ice cream Kit Kat bar.
In stock, ships in 1 business day. We can get blue raspberry, juicy mango, strawberry dream, watermelon wonder, sour apple, sour tropical,
Bro,
and sour cherry.
look at this.
And sour grape is now available.
Japanese, UK, Asia, Korea.
Variety pack of all 8.
Look-
Oh,
Look,
do they have
everything-
North Korea? It all tastes like sadness.
Tastes like nuclear bombs.
I need y'all's help here.
Tastes
I'm
like
not paying for it.
Kim
So what is
Jong-un's
what
nutsack.
is 12 ZEs in U.S. currency?
It'll do all that for you when you buy it.
Where's it from?
I don't know, but it's there it is. It's $24.99 U.S. currency, and I'm not sure where it's from.
It's like I
Uh-oh.
was
But
watching,
it's the company's called the Treehouse.
Uh-oh, hold on.
bro. I was watching this.
Ethereal Gold.
We-
This is from a dispensary. We can't
we-
order this. It says doesn't ship to certain states.
We might be in trouble here.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
She sent you a Snapchat.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. That's something different.
Your wife?
Yeah.
I got the same one. I haven't opened it yet.
Okay, yeah, she's talking about the pigs. There I am thinking she's gonna give a shit about ordering candy. All you're gonna hear is, "You know where your nuts used to be?"
I kind of want to. I kind of want to open it now because she sent it to the SDS boys
I
too.
could open it. I don't care.
Here, I got it. Oh. I can't hear that. Wait, here we go.
A case of O. Henry Shaw.
Oh, wait. Oh, God.
No. Well, y'all got that one.
Yeah.
I got. Why is there a case of O. Henry chocolate bars in my Amazon
blamed
shopping
him.
cart?
Oh, I blamed him.
Anyways, okay, yeah. So,
Where your nuts used to be, rubbed.
Oh, she's using her toe.
Yep.
Now I know why you like her feet.
so does she say the same thing to you? Do you have that problem where you're
Yep.
not used to be?
Yep.
And did she rub it with her toe?
Usually.
God.
All right.
I
Well,
get athletes.
maybe
dick.
we're gonna have some candy on the next episode and do some weird.
Oh no,
fucking
I'm pretty
candy
sure we
reviews.
are because he just got
It's-
bitched out.
Oh,
Yep.
but
It'd be fun.
we love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Yes, thank you. Peace.